So today I'm in my wood store, choosing a piece of wood from which I hope to make my next longbow. So here I've got some blackthorn and elder, both of which were cut 6 months ago. Now both of these staves are rather wonky. They might just make character bows, but I don't think I'm going to choose either of them today. This though is very tempting. It's the longest, straightest and thickest piece of blackthorn I've ever harvested. But look at this. This is English Elm. It's about 7 feet long and 6 inch in diameter. And it's lovely and straight. So, why have I chosen elm? Well, for a start, I've never ever worked elm before, so I'm looking forward to that. Secondly, I had the privilege of handling a £130 elm warbow recently. I couldn't draw it, but the look of the wood on that bow was superb. So that's why I'm choosing this piece of elm. So this stave is 7 feet and 6 inches long, 6 inches at its broadest, and it weighs a whopping 65 pounds, and it was harvested 3 months ago. Immediately after cutting this stave, I sealed the ends with PVA adhesive. This prevents the ends drying out too quickly and splitting. Now to get to the stage where I can make my first elm bow, I've first got to split this stave. Now I've heard that elm is really tough to split. It's hard on tools and it's hard on the person doing it. I've never ever split a stave this big before, and it's only the second time I've tried to make a bow stave out of a log, and the first time I tried hazel and it was a disaster. So that was a 3-hour rainstorm. Now I've got to get back on with this elm stave. You can clearly see here how I've sealed the end of this stave, because the PVA in the rain has turned white. And what I'm trying to do now is help it, guide it in the direction that I want it to go, by simply breaking through the bark with the axe. So the split's opening, and I'm going to use this crude beech wedge to keep it that way. So the split is now about 1/4 of the way along this stave. So now I'm 1/3 of the way down this stave, and you can hear it protesting, groaning and creaking and cracking as the wedges go in. Now just over halfway. So far, so good. Now that it's split, I can easily see how fibrous elm is, and why it might be difficult to work. Now, it's not easy to show on the camera, but there is a very slight twist in each of these staves, but I don't think it's a problem. In fact, the most noticeable twist is at this end, the thick end of the stave, some of which I won't need, because when I shorten it to bow length, I'll cut that bit off. Okay, so that's my first attempt at splitting an elm log into bow staves. This is the least good of the two halves. It's got a slight twist in the end, and here there's a little bit tore out the heartwood. So I'm going to use this piece to practice on. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.